documented clinical research studies on this thing. And this is the thing, okay? I said all that to say, by the time hopefully this airs, and if not, shortly after it airs, I will have these studies posted on our website. Okay, it'll have the description of it, it'll have this video clip, but it'll have a link to a lot of these studies because you got to read all this for yourself. This is the thing. This is a full body vibration machine. That's what this is. It looks like a big giant bathroom scale. That's what it looks like. I'm first to admit it. This thing, all right, let me start off by demonstrating, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. You get on it. This is one of the exercises, and you hit start. And I don't know if you hear my voice. I didn't think about that. It's vibrating my whole body. Now it's got different speeds, for lack of a better term, where it can go all the way up to 45 hertz. It also has low amplitude, high amplitude, and that is basically the progressive resistance. As you know from hearing me talk about this for 20-something years on TV, you got to progress, you got to progressive, well, there's a way to progressive resistance. Now, it boosts metabolism to burn fat faster. It increases flexibility and core strength. It increases muscle strength and helps to eliminate fat cells. It decreases stress through hormone balance. They've actually got the study to back that up. They did a study where it produces more testosterone, lowers your cortisol, and produces more growth hormone just standing on the vibration platform. Obviously, it's not just, try to rig one of these up in your garage. There's some science behind this, but really and truly, you're standing on the thing that's vibrating. This is something else that should be dropped in here. Every pro sports team you can name of any ilk, and I'm talking baseball, basketball, football, is using vibrational platforms now in their training. They're using it for the recuperation, but they're also using it for the strength increase. They've done some of the studies you'll find. One that just pops in my head is, of all things, they took a collegiate field hockey, girls collegiate field hockey team, and they had them do exercises on this, and then they watched their jumping ability increase. And that was the only thing that they changed about their training. Here's the other thing. This is what excited me personally. And like I said, all this stuff will be on the website. Here's the main point of this, the whole body vibration thing. And trust me, once again, Jason's Fitness is the first to introduce it. We were the first to do co-ed gym. We were the first to do personal training. We were the first to do 24/7 access. This is just another one of those first things. If you are somebody my age and you haven't done anything since you were 14, and you're just scared to just walk, I've got something that I can start you out on that's literally, I start you at zero. Zero is standing on this at 30 hertz for 30 seconds and doing sets of that. Okay, we're talking about a total commitment of 3 days a week, 10 minutes a day. That's what's recommended on this. People in their 70s and 80s that lost all mobility, they're losing muscle, they're losing bone. They did studies and showed increases of bone density go through the roof on this thing. The first use for this, if you're wondering where this first came from, was by the Soviet Union in the space program. Their astronauts were staying up in space 256 days. Our guys were only able to stay up 56 days after the Iron Curtain thing comes down and we start sharing information. Come to find out they were training on vibration platforms, and our guys were trying to do generic, usually run-of-the-mill stuff that we would do on Earth. Well, that won't work in space. Well, then they got to thinking, well, if we bring it down from space and put it on Earth, what happens? Well, what happens is people increase muscle, they increase cardiac output. Here's one of the studies that was cool to me. Arterial pliability, the flexibility of arterial walls increases just by standing on this. So those of you that are my age and even older, you should be perking up right now, because we're talking about something that takes the least amount of effort of anything I've ever shown you. And I am number one to go, you got to hurt, you got to sweat, you got to, but I also understand I've got friends, I've got injuries from being too much of a competitive athlete that are catching up with me. For rehab, but for fitness and for gaining bone density and lean muscle mass, this thing works. And it's called called the ABP, Advanced Body Platform, BH Fitness. You can come try it at Jason's Fitness like we're using it with our clients, but we also sell them for home. This is going to be a big market for us for home use. You can see how tiny this is. You can work every muscle in the body on this thing. There's different, I call it poses because like it's almost isometric in nature. You can work your whole body on this machine, and it's tiny. It's like this, like a big giant bathroom scale. So, like I always tell you, come by and try it for yourself. But go to our website, jasonsfitness.com or southfit.com. I'll have the information on both sites, and read the studies for yourself.